MVY Radio. It's Juliana Hatfield on What's New for Lunch, a catchy one from her called Popsicle. We also heard Suzanne Vega with a tune called Witch. That's What's New for Lunch today on MVY Radio. We're doing our fall fun drive and having a very successful day. You know, we usually try to end these fun drives by Friday. If things keep going as they are this morning, we could end it early. It's up to you guys, though. Those of you who have been thinking about making a donation but haven't yet, you can call 508-693-5001. You can go online to mvyradio.org/give. For the lunch hour today, we have live music in the studio. We are very happy to welcome back Natalia Bonfini. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, man, let me turn on your microphone. Now try it.
Hi, how are you?
You're in
Here
your
I
headphones.
am.
Excellent. How are you with technical skills?
Horrendous.
Do you, when you have recorded, do you home record?
I try, but it never turns out how I want it to. I can't even get in the times with like the TikTok kids. I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Yeah, with the kids.
You know what I mean?
How old are you?
What do you think?
I'm not gonna say. Well, I think you're not old enough to say that the kids do something. It's like you've got to be one of the kids.
Okay, this is where I'm at. I'm 29. I just turned 29. So currently, I am an old young adult.
Yeah.
And then next year when I turn 30, I'm refreshed as a young adult.
Yeah.
So I'm very old right now, but I'm about to be young in a couple months.
All right.
Does that make sense?
It actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah. That's the math.
For instance, like I was an old in my category, and then I turned 56. So now I'm in the 56 to 75 category.
Right.
I'm like the youngest of all.
That's right. Right. To the very old people, you're just a baby.
I'm just a kid.
That's right.
I barely functioning.
Adolescent.
All right. So you are going to play on Saturday night at Grumpy's with Katie Dean in the Drive, and then Arlo's going to finish up the evening. I thought it would just make sense for you to start off with a song, and then we can talk about music and how you make it and what moves you.
Yeah. Okay.
So tell us what you'd like to start with.
So in musician terms, it's actually like 6 a.m. for me right now. So
What time do you usually get out of bed?
Well, I'm an early riser, but to sing this early is crazy. It's crazy. So we're going to start with something a little softer. It's a song called Before. It was on my first album, Beyond the Broken Pieces. So you can hear it right now. If you really like it, you can go listen to it. This is the acoustic version called Before. All right. Most days I won't give up, but some days I've had enough. Your words, they make me tough, but I'm tired at the cusp. And you said it's just a slump, and you said you'll make it up, but you don't even try. I'm kind of over it. Feels like the same old thing. Saying you can't commit it, and you wanna call it quits. Then I just yell up and scream. Our love feels counterfeit, but I can't seem to say goodbye. Oh, no. I don't know what happened. It's not what I imagined. Also hard to balance. You're creeping out the back door. You never give me love no more. It gets tough when you ignore. But this is not what it was before. I gave you everything, still you won't let me in. I don't want to play these games. You make up lies, you just complain, but still you're always on my brain. Thoughts are driving me insane. I don't know what you're trying to get. Hey. Oh, no. Ooh, yeah. I don't know what happened. It's not what I imagined. Also hard to balance. You're creeping out the back door. You never give me love no more. It gets tough when you ignore. This is not what it was before. say it's someone holding me down like I'm tied to the floor. Where is the love, man? I'm not really sure. This is not what it was.
MUI Radio, that's Natalia Bonfini. She's performing Saturday at Grumpy's Pub with Katie Ian and The Drive. Okay, so I was listening to the rhyme scheme and you used like it and commit, and then you said the same old thing.
Wow.
I really appreciate
This is public
that.
broadcast radio.
The FCC appreciates you.
You were like, is it coming?
I was kind of hoping it would, but I'm glad that
I can't get canceled like my first or second time on the radio.
Okay, so when you're writing, first of all, do you write solo? Do you write in pairs?
Okay, so I mostly write solo. It's funny, I didn't join or start my first band probably about 4 years ago. So I'm slowly introducing friends into it, and it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, I'm a guitar player, but there are much better guitar players out there. And so sometimes there are things that I hear in my head that I just can't quite compute on the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to have other players come in and you can just real good session players and you can say what you want and they can do it.
Yeah.
So been newly collaborating with new people.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, so like in the writing part of it, let me think of how to ask this the right way.
Oh boy.
So, no, it's not a hard one, but there's like a continuum of I am writing for an audience, I am writing for myself,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to land somewhere in between. Because, like, do you think about the audience when you're writing?
Again, I think newly, like, for a long time, I was kind of a shy kid and I just sat in my room and I just wrote. And it kind of shocked everyone because, again, I was the shy kid. So, and then I would come out and do this heartfelt song and everyone's like, wait, you think those things? Because you don't say them out loud. So, for a long time, and I think that's the beauty of being a musician before social media and the phones and all the things like growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So for a long time, I just did it for myself. And then for a long time, there was this period of no writing because, I'm a working musician and it was cover gigs. And when you're playing music every night, cover music, the last thing I want to do is go home and write more because, I've been playing cover music all day for my job.
Yeah.
And so for a long time, there was nothing. And so now I'm in this in between where I'm trying to pull back on that cover music and put my music and myself first.
Right.
And so just trying to write, now that I've played these live shows, trying to write music for myself, but also incorporate the audience somehow.
Right.
Because a lot of times people are coming to my shows and I am a local artist, so they might not know the lyrics. And so making things maybe simple enough where they can catch on to the hook by the second time and maybe sing along or find a way to interact. So the long-winded answer is somewhere in between.
Yeah, well, of course, it's all a
Right.
continuum, but like it's, you're talking about those early songs you wrote for yourself. But by yourself, you wrote like a very personal thing,
Right.
but you weren't necessarily thinking how are people going to respond. But
Right.
if you're a working musician who's playing gigs for people,
You know what to respond
you
to.
want them to respond.
Right.
You're doing it at least in part for the response.
Right, exactly. Good question.
All right. If you say so. All right. What are you gonna do next for a song?
Okay, so I was thinking to please the people, I would do a short little cover of a song. It's a song by Olivia Dean. I don't know if anyone's heard of her, but she's kind of blowing up with the kids these days, as we said. But it's just such a good song. Some of these songs that are blowing up are so funny and comical and they just hit just right. But she's truly a great singer.
Yeah.
Just came out with a new album. It's called, I have it written down. The Man I Need.
And why did you respond to it? Or did you like get it the first time you heard it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think maybe I get it for a different reason again than the younger people that it's really catching with. But yeah,
Is what?
Well, I think, it's catchy.
Yeah.
Right. It's easy to sing along to, and they make their TikTok videos to it and all that stuff. But
the kids and their TikTok videos.
I want to be that cool, but I'm just not. But it's very just emotional. If you listen to her new album that just came out, which I'm forgetting what it's called now, but Olivia Dean is her name, and it's just so it's just a little bit of blues, a little bit of jazz, like a little bit of all these things that you don't necessarily hear in pop radio. And so I love that because that's kind of maybe where I land a little, and so I just kind of related to her on that.
Okay.
So we'll play a little bit.
Sounds good.
And if you know it, boys, you can sing along.
I definitely know this. No clue.
Looks like I'm waking up for lost time. Don't need to spell it out for me. Bossing over on all night. It's like a type of alchemy. You introduce me to your best friends, and I can come and slot right in. The satellite ain't even that far. I wonder where you are. You know I can't leave it alone. You're on my mind. Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy. Just come be the man I need. Tell me you got something to give. I want it. I kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the type of talk it is, come on, man. I gotta know you're meant to be the man I need. Talk to me, talk to me. I told you guys it was early. I kinda think you feel the same way, but I can tell with you sometimes. So baby, let's get on the same page. Stop making me read between the lines. Already know I can't leave it alone. You're on my mind. Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy. Just come be the man I need. Tell me you got something to give. I want it. I kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the type of talk it is, come on, man. I gotta know you're meant to be the man I need. Talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. Short and simple. Yeah, it's very sweet.
Natalia Bonfini on MBY Radio. She's playing Saturday as part of an MBY Presents show at Grumpy's Pub. $10 cash at the door. They don't take credit cards at Grumpy's, bring you cash. She'll open, the doors open at 6, Natalia, and then Katie Gein in the drive after that, and then around 10 o'clock, Arlo will perform. Okay, your entry into music loving, is listening. When you were a kid, 5 minutes ago, but when you were a kid, was it? And I'm gonna get your mom's here today, so maybe this is like parental influence. Did you come in from the pop music side, or did you come in from the blues and jazz side?
Okay, so this is so funny because my dad was a musician. He's a drummer, and he's kind of a hardcore drummer. He's rock and roll, Led Zeppelin. I mean, we even liked a little of that hardcore, like System of a Down type stuff. I was like 6 years old rocking out in his truck. Sure. And so I kind of came in for more the rock and roll side for sure, which is why I'm so excited for Katie.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I landed. And then I did fall a little bit in the singer-songwriter, but then when I'm solo and then when I bring my band in, that's sort of when a little bit of that blues comes. I think there are some pop influences, but I definitely lean more towards the blues and rock.
Right, and that's what came first. Maybe.
That's what came first, yeah.
Like your
right, music. And so I was a very weird 7-year-old that loved Janis Joplin, and even Ray Charles and Led Zeppelin, but I think it makes me cool now.
Yeah, 100% makes you cool.
Okay.
Way more musically educated
for sure.
than your peers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that helps lead to what I was going to ask anyway, because we're going to Grumpy's on Saturday.
Okay.
If your dad was also a working musician.
Yeah.
Let's talk about dive bars.
Okay.
Did you ever spend time in the dive bar?
Oh,
as an underage child?
For sure. It's funny because now that I'm an adult, there's been 1 or 2 times where he's played. We've kind of crossed paths, which is cool. But it also goes to show that like not much has changed in the music scene, which is a good and a bad thing, I think. So it's nostalgic, but also, but then from his perspective, I think it's been cool that there have been some larger stages that I've played, and then from him playing sort of more local dive bars to kind of live the dream through my eyes. And
Sure.
my whole family is really cool. But I love a good dive bar. We were just talking about.
Let's talk about our favorite dive bar.
Yeah, well, we were talking about the Bomb Shelter in Wellfleet, which is like the world's worst dive bar, and they love that.
Now
That's like their
you
claim to
live
fame.
on that end of the Cape.
Yes, I'm in Eastham.
Okay.
So I'm way down there.
So that's like close to like a home base.
Yes, yeah. And then I love the Woodshed, of course. That was one of the first gigs when I wasn't even probably 21 yet. I probably shouldn't be in there, but I was playing guitar. I swear I wasn't drinking. And I just love that place.
Were you the lead performer, or you were playing with someone else?
Solo acoustic, which
in the Woodshed.
Yes, which is an interesting.
Was it like an afternoon gig, or were you there at night? 'Cause at night it gets pretty.
Well, when COVID happened, you got some of those afternoon outdoor gigs, which was cool.
Oh, outdoor.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So we had to. But no, I definitely hustled and did some of those late night, like 9 to midnight or 10 to 1 gigs, solo acoustic, and just tried to keep up that energy as much as I can. And you hit the hits that that everyone loves to sing.
A lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
I try to be in bed these days by 9 o'clock. And hit those earlier gigs. I think I play well to them, but if the Woodshed called, I wouldn't be opposed. And now Grumpy's is calling, and I'm excited.
All right. Well, good news is you're going to be on in the 6 o'clock hour.
Yes.
So you can be you can be in bed by 9.
Right.
If you feel that's necessary.
Yeah.
All right, because it is our fun drive time. I'll ask you. Is it helpful for an artist like you to have an independent radio station where you can come in and be interviewed?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like there's no better way to get the word. There's no faster way really to get the word out. And I think that especially the music that I write and I play to does play to and maybe an older audience. I feel like at heart, I should have been born in the 70s.
Yeah, sure.
And so sometimes that generation doesn't necessarily use social media, which is what, my generation and the younger generations, how they get all their information. And so this is just a great way to get the word out to people that otherwise wouldn't even know I exist and I'm making music. And so it's amazing. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. We appreciate you coming to play. What are you going to do for this third song?
So I was going to do a song called Alone. So it's a newer song that I recently wrote. So you can't hear it yet, but I'm in the studio right now recording it.
So it's like, is this making its worldwide debut?
So yeah, kind of. And I wrote the song. I like to tell people with the audiences when I play it, even though this is the worldwide debut. This song is just to think of someone that deserves a little karma in their life. And
wait, good karma or bad karma? Just karma.
I'll let you decide.
Okay.
The hook in this song is when you're mean, you just end up alone. So I'll let you decide. So this is called Alone. Toss me out. Told me that I won't amount to anything. Stole my heart, then ripped it out and cut my wings. Even had the nerve to tell me that I couldn't sing. Please, felt the burn. Convinced myself respect is earned and worth the hurt. Played your games while I obeyed. You did me dirt. Even started to believe you were who I deserved. Please, well, I tried you just fine, and you put on a show. And despite all the pain, I can walk away grown. No, don't have much to say since my heart is grown cold. But if I could see you one more time, I bet you'd look tired as hell. It must be hard living life all by yourself. You look old and you look worn. You really should have known when you're mean, you just end up alone. Too many nights I lied awake, I contemplated, were you right? Would I be wrong to play along with the fight? Only then did I regain the strength to change my life. Ooh, well, I tried to dislike you. You put on a show despite all the pain. I can walk away, don't have much to say since my heart has grown cold. But if I could see you one more time, I bet you'd look tired as hell. It must be hard living life all by yourself. You look